All right, capitalism. Wow. Capitalism in America. Why does it work so well? Why does it work so well? There's a lot of reasons why. Mainly because people like to hurt themselves. Okay, first off, capitalism only benefits 1% of the entire US population. 1%. And it's becoming smaller and smaller. So as time goes on, that 1% goes to half a percent, half of 1%. And then from that, it'll go to a quarter of a percent, and then an eighth of a percent. And it'll just keep going down, down, and you could divide it infinitely, where it doesn't really benefit anybody but just one person. And then you could divide it still where it won't even benefit that person. It'll only benefit that person halfway. So capitalism, why does it work? Why does it work? Why we keep doing it? And why don't we share? I made a video in one of my other channels a long time ago that said if we all shared and worked together for humanity, we wouldn't have to be enslaved by our currency, and everything will be free. So let's see, roughly 340 million people in the world. So capitalism only benefits 340,000 people. That's 1% of the United States. Now before you say, well, capitalism's a lot better and all that stuff, what's up on my damn hair? All right. So before you say, well, capitalism's what makes us great and all that stuff, number one, I'm going to give you some facts about you, the person listening, not about anybody else, person that disagrees. Number one fact about you, you're miserable. Let me say that again. You are miserable. To the person watching this that disagrees with capitalism. You're afraid of socialism, right? Socialism is not the answer either. Sharing and cooperating and building for humanity is the answer. There's no word for it yet because it doesn't exist. They say, oh, a utopian society. No, that's not that either. It's not that either. This has never been done ever in the history of humanity. This should be called nature. A nature system. Because just how the sun works, the river current works, the ocean works, the moon and the solar system and the growth of herbs work for free, we should be doing the same. Look at all the damn animals in this kingdom, in this world. How many animals other than the human species pay for rent, or pay for food, or pay for water, or pay for shelter, pay for clothing? What other species other than humans do that? Do your cats do that? Do your dogs do that? Can you tell your dog to get a job? Or your cat to get a job and pay rent? Alright, so here's the problem. We have capitalism. people keep working, people keep using it, even though it don't benefit them. It doesn't benefit you at all to be to live in a capitalistic society. And how do I know this? Number one, I'm going to tell you another truth about you. If you have a job or you work for someone and you're making money, let's say you're making good money, you are not a capitalist. Let me repeat that. If you have a job and is working for someone, you are not a capitalist. A capitalist is a person that's getting you to work for them. That's a capitalist. That's what capitalism is. Capitalizing on someone to work for you for the least amount of money possible. Let's say I want my car fixed. Let's say the transmission is out. It's going to cost me $3,000 to fix it. Some guy says, "Oh, I'll give you $3,000. I'll charge you $3,000 to fix your car." This is capitalism. The person that has the problem is now, his mentality is to get the most value for the least amount of money. So you say 3,000, you talk to one person, "How much does it cost to fix my motor?" And they say 3,000. And you say, "Good, thank you." Then you go out and you say, "All right, who can fix my motor?" To millions of people. And millions of people say, "Oh shit, I can fix your motor and I need money. I'll do it for $1,500. Boom. Capitalism at work. We're starting to see capitalism at work. Now let me give you a hypothetical. A million people are competing to fix your car. And you are the capitalist. The people volunteering or trying to get your money, they are not capitalists. They're slaves or they're employees. So people want to be employed by you. You are the capitalist now. So you say, "All right, I only got $1,000 and it costs $3,000 to rebuild or fix my motor." And so you tell a million people, because you have influence, you say, I want I need my car fixed. Who can help me fix it and for how much? And at first you went to someone and they said 3,000. And then you told a million people and someone said, "I'll do it for 1,500. Now let's say it costs $500 in parts. Like whoever fixes it has to pay $500 for the parts to fix it. So that means if they charge you 1,500, they'll do the part. They pay for the parts, so they only make $1,000. You're using capitalism. You don't care because you're the capitalist. How much they pay. Now, what if some person is very desperate for money and they say, "You know what? I really need this money. I'll do it for $200 plus parts." So now some guy says, "All right, I'll do it for $200 plus parts because I need the $200 and it's going to take me about 4 hours to fix it, and I'm basically charging $50 an hour, which is still pretty good." So you say, "Oh shit, all right." So it started at $3,000, people trying to work for you. Then some dude said, "I'll work for you for 1,500. And then some dude, you keep looking, and another very desperate person for money say, "You know what, I'd rather have $200 than nothing at all." Depends on how desperate a person is that you can capitalize on them. If they have no food,